that. But we're going to get right underway. Newly sponsored Syndicate Miloni take on Nero in winners finals. So this is something we'll see a lot in Michigan. Common match here. As these two hold the 5 and 6 spots respectively on the PR.
And right now, Nero coming slightly ahead in these initial trades here with those Thunder Jolts and finally getting that combo started on Miloni.
Yeah, I mean, Pikachu's combos work so well on Cloud, right? And you just see the percent speaks for itself.
Yep. And Miloni having a little bit of trouble keeping Pikachu away or even landing hits here, but finally finding that opening to start this match here for himself.
Yep, getting creative with that Nair, so just kind of trying to build a little bit of momentum here, but right now Nero off with the hot start. And just trying to land for Miloni might be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, and I mean, you just see Nero constantly fighting Miloni towards those edges because he knows that's where his win condition is.
Right, but I think the answer for Miloni is what we're seeing right here, holding down stage control, just being overly patient. Just taking his due time. You kind of, obviously Nero wants to play the time game with you, but if you play it right back, man, you can tip the scales.
Right now, Miloni finally fighting back here, getting some good percent on Nero, and doing a good job of just holding down the center stage, like you were saying. This is what he needs to do to avoid that edge guard situation.
Yeah, and he's not really taking too many risks either. He knows that Nero is going to have a very easy time getting the ledge, so he just doesn't take too many risks, man. Just holds that ledge and waits for Nero to do something. At Thunder, though.
Yeah, nearly missing the Pikachu there. If that had hit Nero, that would have been in the stock, but Miloni managing to DI enough to make Nero miss that.
Yeah, barely living. Once again, he's fishing for those backers, and he will get it.
And that's the problem with Pikachu. You have that lightweight. Yeah, you have the small hurt box, but if you get hit, you're going for a ride.
Yeah, I mean, kind of what we'd expect from Miloni, right? But it worked, man. You caught that get up. Now we're back to it. Now Nero just going to try to find a way to shave the stock off Miloni, but this is kind of the problem area for Nero.
Yeah, I mean, once he gets above that reliable Thunder Throw combo, he doesn't really have any reliable kill setups. He has to rely on either a read or just getting his opponent off stage and getting that edge guard.
All right, dash attack though, almost 150%. He is proving some longevity, just struggling to take the stock off Miloni, starting to kind of pull away now.
Yeah, and this is definitely going to be scary because you have a Cloud with Rage, and you're starting to gain more and more percent. It's only a matter of time before we see a limit come out.
Yeah, and you'd think that, there it is, finally getting a Thunder conversion.
Yeah,
not able to DI away.
Good read on Miloni's movements there, too.
Yep, slightly to the left. Not able to get away from that one, and that's the stock that Nero needs. Now, this is still greatly within his grasp. Look at him just kind of chipping at Miloni.
Oh, he was hoping to land and get that jab combo there to push him back off stage, but Miloni with that upbeat has protected himself.
Ooh, I like that attempt from Nero and just kind of throw out the F smash. Hope that Miloni comes, trying to condition him to just kind of come in. We'll see what Miloni does next.
Yeah, Miloni's definitely getting close to sealing off this game one here.
Ooh, I think Nero wanted a trip there. His jab can trip, can't it?
I believe it's the down tilt.
Down tilt? Okay.
Yeah, because you'll see him hoping for that tumble animation into the up smash confirm.
I wasn't sure. Sometimes Nero just jabs and it's weird.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's Pikachu. He just literally rocks his entire body back and forth. Oh, that was risky and getting released down below, but able to make it past Nero.
Yeah, and hold on to his limit as well in the process, which is very big.
Yeah, and that's the key right there, because once you lose that limit, you move a lot slower, so it's a lot harder to move around your opponent. And on top of that, if you get sent off stage, it's a lot riskier.
I like how he's been using Nairs a lot against Pikachu. And Pikachu's such a slippery, tiny body, but that wide-ranging Nair, just able to kind of catch Pikachu and then puts Pikachu in like a chaseable situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really easy to get past that Nair. You really have to...
You see, there it is.
Yep. And I mean, even if you shield it, with Miloni's spacing, he's been putting himself at a spot where Nero can't easily push it, and that up B gonna steal that stock away from Nero in the blink of an eye.
It was only a matter of time, but that up B out of shield is such a proficient option, and that Nair was all it took. Once Nero put out the Nair, you think you're safe, but you're not. And Miloni taking game number one, so I think Nero didn't really want to play this because he knows he doesn't particularly enjoy playing Miloni. But now the pressure's on.
Yeah, right now both of them getting some coaching here to try and figure out their opponents a little bit better, and maybe even themselves. So we'll see what happens going into game two, see what kind of advice both coaches gave, and see who gets the better of their opponent.
Yeah, so let's see. Nero has the mental fortitude to not be shook, though. He knows that Dreamland is a good counter pick for him, give him those platforms,
and
give
not
him
just
the ceiling.
Yep, and not just the platforms, but the way the ground itself is on the stage. Because if he quick attacks towards the center, that counts as a cancel.
Yeah, so Lilat and Dreamland both give him that ability. So this is a great stage for him. The only thing is those platforms can interrupt with the Thunder confirms.
Yep.
But that's something he's willing to deal with. And you just saw the cancel right there in the middle of the stage.
Yeah, but Miloni right now doing a good job of just dancing around Nero, keeping him from getting a lot of the longer combos that we're used to seeing him get whenever he finds that opening.
All right, well, that's risky. Quick attacking right in front of him, but he gets the up tilt. Miloni not expecting that at all. Yeah. So nice little mix-up from Nero there.
Yeah, managing to catch out that jump, keep Miloni off stage and force him to burn that limit. So now Miloni has to spend some time trying to get that limit back, but Nero, we're going to see him try and keep up some pressure. All of these quick attack fakes constantly forcing him out of the limit charge and back into shield.
All right, but he's starting to get those up air juggles going, just trying to find his way down. All about the ground game against Pikachu, too. You got to be careful. You never want to be above Pikachu.
Yeah, Miloni retreating to the platforms to find his way back on stage here and jumping right over that dash attack to keep himself on stage.
All right, limit is online now, so that could be effective. But Pikachu, I'd say Nero's sitting at a pretty comfortable percent right now, going where it's not a big deal yet.
Yeah, and it almost feels, honestly, like Miloni's playing the way Nero is used to playing, where he's the one that's just sitting back and being patient, whereas he's letting Nero try and push the issue.
Oh my god, he chases him down with the limit cross slash, but it doesn't kill.
Wow, that is huge for Miloni because he really needs to stay alive right now and try and take off this stock first.
That's big because it puts the percentages back in perspective, and it also gave Miloni stage users a little bit of a reset there.
Yep.
All right, Miloni trying to find his way down. Uh-oh. Wow, and he's able to fade back away from the down smash.
Yeah, that is a very scary option because that first hit will throw you back into that really strong back.
Probably would have been the stock, I would imagine.
Oh, no doubt about that in my mind with how strong Cloud is and what the percents are at.
Yeah. I think Miloni knew, too, that would keep him safe, that top platform. That was pretty smart.
Yep, opting to throw Miloni off the stage here, recognizing that he has no limit. And catching that jump, sending him back out. This is where Nero really needs to make a move to try and get him off.
But these high recoveries from Miloni, very smart. Nero not really adapting that quite yet. But he is finding himself off stage consistently in that Nair. He's just going to try to push him off, and he snaps back, and Miloni is defying the odds.
Yeah, 172%. That forward tilt getting really strong right now, even though Nero's only at 110%.
Look at this. Miloni has stage control now. It's 176%, and now Nero's the one playing this keep away game.
Did he just Thunder Jolt that? He Thunder Jolted the limit away.
Yeah, dude. Unfortunate timing. He just kind of caught. Yeah, and just caught the startup. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Uh-oh! One dash attack for another, but this one is going to kill, and Nero now with the lead on Miloni.
Yeah, this is huge for Nero because this really plays into his hands. Because as long as he can keep this lead, he may be able to play that patient game, but then again, against Cloud, a character that's known for making those instantaneous comebacks and stock steals, it's a gamble if you try and play that game style against him.
Yeah, but Miloni doing a great job of not taking any percent here and just continuing to put him at disadvantage. He almost had a reset. He's going to get it, 35%. Oh, my word.
Very nice combo flow from Nero here, just keeping that thing going, even though it seemed...
Again! Woo! This man is running a train on Miloni right now. Miloni getting caught in these horrible situations.
Yeah, Nero's just doing a really good job of figuring out how Miloni wants to get back to the stage and what he's doing to try and get rid of Nero right now.
Wow, I don't know what awoke in Nero, but he is playing out of his mind right now. And Miloni looking a little flustered, but he does pick up that stock.
Yeah, and he definitely needed that because with that rage, he was definitely getting into that kill percent, but now Nero getting to slow it down a little bit and take his time here to think things over.
Miloni still very much in this. 93% limit online. This is still within grasp, but Nero is not letting up one bit. Just going to throw him off stage. He wants to get rid of that limit.
Yeah, you see a lot of these short hops here from Nero, hoping to try and bait out a panic jump from Miloni, but Miloni just keeping his peace of mind and not falling for it, so that way he can keep that limit as long as he can.
All right, now, there is only a minute and 30 seconds left on that clock, so the timeout game is very much on the table for Nero, and you see him already at the ledge, just kind of taking time off that clock.
Yeah, I mean, we're not seeing him go in quite as aggressively as he has been for most of this match. Really just trying to roll around, take his time, getting that Thunder.
But it's not going to kill.
No, it's not, but it does force Miloni to waste time to try and get back to the stage here.
And taking more percent in the process, that next one will kill.
Oh, no jump from Miloni here. He's going to have to burn that limit.
Oh, and that is going to do it. And Nero just kind of waiting back in the taunt to boot. Or a roll. Was that a roll? I think it was a roll.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like a taunt. It looked like kind of Pikachu's like relishing in his moments.
Yeah, and if you noticed, you did see a little bit of bounce in Nero's step there.
Yeah,
like
so-
literal bounce.
Yeah, that's some big momentum from Nero to kind of bring himself back into this set and see if he can bring this back. Miloni took game 1, but Nero, but now that stage pick is gone.
Yeah, and that's really the key thing about a best 2 of 3. If you win that first game, even if you lose the second one, you still have yourself set up for game 3 because you're the one who gets that counter pick. That can be huge for a set.
Yeah, I'd imagine FD's probably taken off the table. No, I would probably Lilac.
Yeah, but
So Battlefield it is.
yeah, this is a good pick for Miloni. Definitely easier for him to stay alive longer on this stage. No quick attack cancels on that bottom level of Battlefield here. So it's definitely going to come down to that neutral game that we saw between these two last game.
Yeah, and this is a great pick for Miloni too. Those platforms perfectly spaced for him to cover so much ground with his huge hitboxes from that big old Buster Sword.
Yeah, even the up tilt can just easily disjoint through that platform if Nero tries to go to it.
Yeah, so early on though, we see Nero already putting Miloni off stage, and he has a game plan. He knows what he needs to do, but the question is, can he execute? All right, a little bit of a platform cancel there, going to get him back on stage.
Yeah, good patience here from Miloni, just finding those openings in Nero's pressure and getting him back away from him and getting a little bit of percent each time.
I think Miloni really wants to pay attention to those platforms too, because you know that Pikachu, you know that Nero's going to be canceling on those all day when he's coming back to the stage, so he can intercept him.
Yeah, being able to read a Pikachu's quick attack habits across the stage can be huge in a matchup against him, because once you get that downloaded, you can set yourself up to where you know that they're going to be going for and have a strong attack waiting for them.
Yeah, I like what Miloni's doing too here is he's kind of just baiting Nero in, and when Nero puts out an attack, Miloni's got this little fade back, and he uses that Nair and back air to just kind of get the hit as Nero kind of takes damage for trying to reach Miloni.
Yeah, and we see Miloni actually platform camping out Nero here because a good part of Nero's approach is using those Thunder Jolts to apply a little bit of pressure while his opponent's on the ground. So Miloni, knowing that he's got the disjoints to keep Pikachu out if he tries to approach on the platforms, staying up there, he doesn't have to deal with those.
This is kind of cool. It's like Miloni's going to be in the center stage most of the time, and it seems like Nero is kind of just on the outside, and it's like trying to just catch Nero, just trying to swat him as he's going from platform to platform. If you can imagine what I'm kind of painting here, is Miloni's movement around this stage has been on point, just enough to match Nero, and he's got a pretty comfortable lead right now, and you kind of just see them switching roles here.
Yeah, I mean, whenever Nero has the middle, we just see Miloni hopping from platform to platform, making Nero come to him rather than even bothering going down there because, like I said, those disjoints like that right there, that unexpected up air, going to send Nero flying.
Yep, and Miloni seems to have been in the driver's seat for a majority of this game. Once again, has Nero off stage. Let's see what he does. Regular get up. That's a pretty good get up to take considering that Miloni's probably looking at those platforms.
Yeah, especially if Miloni's already in the air because he'd have to get down there in time to be able to throw out a limit in order to catch his get up.
Mm-hmm. All right, Miloni, back to the platform game, and this has kind of just been his MO of this game here. But now Nero will catch him.
Yeah, finding that one down air misspaced. Nero trying to make a comeback with Miloni right back on those platforms.
Yeah, he actually got a lot of that altercation, and now looks like Nero is starting to kind of climb back in.
Yeah, getting that spike box on that down air. Gonna send Nero flying up, and this is where Miloni can try and catch Nero at the edge, but Nero being patient, slowly finding his way back.
Oh wow, and that falling up air will take the stock on Battlefield, and now Miloni one stock away from taking this set.
Yeah, this would be big for Miloni because Nero is still higher on the PR list than Miloni is right now. So for him to get a win against Nero would definitely help set him up for the rest of the PR season.
Yeah, it would be a fantastic start to a new season here, but Miloni's got a little bit of work to do. It is not over yet. Nero still at a low percent and looking for this stock. How is he going to get it, though, is the question.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of his normal conversions come off a grab. So with Miloni just bouncing from platform to platform, it essentially eliminates that option. So what is Nero left with? He's got an aerial to try and knock him off it, or a Thunder, which would leave him vulnerable afterwards.
If he doesn't get that Thunder conversion, he's going to need to put on a lot more percent if he wants to find this stock, especially on Battlefield. Now, that Battlefield pick is really coming into play because now you have these huge blast zones, and now it's going to be even harder for him to get that stock.
Yeah, and honestly, this is kind of ironic because we're so used to seeing Nero being the one camping people out, but Miloni turning the tables against him and just jumping around with only a minute 50 left on the clock.
Oh, no. He's going to give him a taste of his own medicine. He wants to time this man out.
And I mean, with the way this match is
going
going
the vengeance.
right now.
Oh, the spite. Oh, my God. Stepping all over these platforms. He's not letting him have anything. I don't know, man. He might just go for that timeout. He might want it.
Yeah, I mean, for Miloni, he's got nothing to lose. Why not just stay up there? Why not let Nero run out of his mind, trying to find a way to get him off stage? But Nero, every time he gets him off, Miloni just recovering high, going right back to those platforms.
Oh my God, he's up there, and he goes for it, and he loses his stock for it.
Wow.
No! And that could be the table turner that Nero was looking for. That is not the situation he wanted.
I mean, that was a clutch air dodge from him to be able to dodge that upward motion of the up B and be able to hit him into the blast zone there. But the problem is, only 1 minute left on the clock. 83% between them. Nero really needs to make this combo count right now.
Yeah, Nero still, he's kind of picking him apart though, and he's slowly bringing us back. This is still anybody's game right here. But Miloni is probably feeling good about himself. Limit online here in a minute.
Yep. And that limit is really going to help Miloni avoid.
Oh, but he lets the limit cross/rip, and he had the right idea too.
Yeah.
Nero did go right in front of him, but it was just too early.
Yeah, and right now, Miloni very patient on this upper platform, not giving Nero any easy openings to punish him for, but finding a little bit here and there.
This is down to the wire. Now Nero is off stage once again. 20 seconds left in this match. 1-1. And there it is. Up air, and that's going to do it. That will kill him.
Wow. I mean, Nero was left in no options at that point. He had to approach. He had to find some way to get that damage. But with Miloni constantly jumping from platform to platform, it was only a matter of time before Miloni could catch him being too aggressive and get that up air to seal the stock.